Hey guys, I'm Gary. I'm a grateful recovering alcoholic and drug addict. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I just got a Christmas present from my mama. She sent it in the mail. And I don't know if you guys can see that. It's pretty cool. It's a Saint Benedict, and that's the other side. It's a Saint Benedict, and he protects, or is supposed to protect the addicted. So I thought that was really cool. So about alcoholism and addiction, it's a disease. I was cruising through scrolling through my little 1-minute clips, the YouTube shorts, and there's so many. There's just some negative stuff out there, and I try to keep my stuff positive, try to give hope and stuff to addicts. There was this guy on there just saying, if you're the one who opened that alcohol, you're the one who put it to your lips, you're the one who drank it, you're the one who got fucked up, you're the problem, and you're not powerless. You could take care of this on your own. And he's just ill-informed. He just doesn't have, he's ignorant, doesn't have the knowledge. I've been dealing with alcoholism and drug addiction my whole life. I've been in and out of rehabs and I've watched what it can do. I lost my son to addiction. He died from an accidental fentanyl overdose in September 20th of 2022. And there's some haters, I'll make a video about how I lost my son and trying to make people fentanyl aware. And I got people that pop on my channel and go, it's good your son died, he shouldn't be doing fentanyl. Or, that was his choice and now he's dead. It's too bad. Just really crappy stuff, man. And I gotta kind of laugh at that, because anybody spewing that kind of hatred, I think to myself, what do they feel like inside, I've been that angry before, where you can just say whatever. My God, to just be scrolling through YouTube and spew that kind of toxicity is just, if that's even a word, to spew that kind of hatred and anger. Can you imagine what that person feels like on a daily basis, and what it's like to be around that person? My God, they don't have a shot at life. Hopefully, there's some kind of divine intervention. And I believe in that. These people that spew that hatred, there is hope for them, because there is divine intervention. They will learn their lesson at one point if they're smart enough. One thing I know is my son never carried any hatred in him at all. He was just a wonderful guy. He didn't hate. And anybody who hates, that hatred comes out on themselves too. So I used to be angry. And I'm not angry anymore, because I work a program. And this program of Alcoholics Anonymous taught me how to master the resentment, how to master fear, and how to master anger. I'm totally capable of being angry. I'm totally capable of being violent. I'm totally capable of being afraid. But I don't live in those things. I'm in recovery. So that's the great thing about recovery. I don't live with those feelings. And I actually pity and feel sorry for the people who do. And especially if you're addicted. What's the great thing about, if you are an addict, there is hope. There's a program out there called Alcoholics Anonymous. It's this program right here, Alcoholics Anonymous. There you go. And this is my bookie wookie. This thing keeps me sober and sane. There's not a problem that I haven't come up with in life that I haven't found the solution to in that book, that big blue book that I just showed you. That's a great program. But back to the hating and all that stuff, and I think to myself, man, I used to be that toxic when I was young, like 20 years old, 18, 20, 22. I was just fucking toxic, man. So I understand when somebody says stuff like that. There was a guy on here the other day spewing, AA doesn't work, you people all just brag and you're all fucked up and this and that. And it's like, yeah, it's working for me, man. I'm not angry. I've quit and it's working. Uh, I don't. That's one thing I'll never understand is spewing out to some stranger to try to make them feel horrible. I'll never understand that, and I just don't think God put us on the planet to do that. I think God put us on the planet to be uh, peaceful and helpful, and to be capable of taking care of yourself. Yeah, and that I am, but I don't want to use that to harm others. You know, I just think it's a terrible way to live your life, and you touch everybody you come into contact with. You give them a little bit of that anger and that hatred, and who wants to leave a path of that around? I've done enough of that. I don't want to live like that anymore. So I can't say enough for the program. And God, God, man, God, God gives me the courage and the strength and the wisdom to know that I am powerless over alcohol and drugs, and my life is unmanageable. I don't have power over alcohol and drugs. Once I put that in, I don't know what's going to happen. Once I put alcohol in, I don't know what's going to happen to me. Once I put drugs in, I mean, I have a pretty good idea what might happen, depending on the drug, but it's not going to be good. And then I don't know if I'm going to be able to stop. The last time, put it this way, I was sober 10 years, and almost 10 years, and I was a functioning member of society and a great member of Alcoholics Anonymous and sponsoring people going to meetings. And I put a narcotic in my body as prescribed by the doctor, and then it set that phenomenon of craving loose. And then I put another one in and another one in, and I broke my sobriety. And it took me 10 years to get back. So if someone's telling me, you put that pill in your mouth, you knew what you were doing, they don't understand. They don't understand they're non-alcoholic or not addicted. And if they aren't, they're real angry. That's what I went dry for 7 years too. I was real angry. And I thought I was doing it all myself too. And that'll catch up to you. I'm 57 years old, and those people making those comments, I hope you don't lose your life because of it. And I hope you remember this. What I'm saying is, if you are an addict or an alcoholic, you will understand the phenomenon of craving and how you lose the power of choice. It's very important that people know that if you are an addict or an alcoholic, if you are, you will realize that you don't have the power of choice. You drink against your will. It's a disease. Don't buy it if you don't want to buy it. But if you are an alcoholic or an addict, you'll understand that. And I'm telling you, there's hope if you are like that, because it's a hopeless way to live. Man, I'm drinking and doing drugs against my will. I swore I would stop 500 times already, and I'm still doing it. And thank God there's recovery, I've been sober 20 months. I was sober 10 years, and I went off the wagon and on the prescription medication, and I almost destroyed my life. I almost killed myself doing drugs and alcohol because I could not stop. It took an act of God to stop me. I got COVID, and after shaking and baking in a bed in El Paso, Texas, in a Motel 6 for about 5 days, I woke up and was like, holy smokes, I'm 5 days sober, and I ran with it. Jumped into meetings, and I haven't even wanted to take a drink. In fact, I lost my son. The day I lost my son, I had a brief moment of it when I had hit my knees because my son told me, Brandon's gone. I hit my knees. The pain was, I've never felt anything so intense, so much sorrow. And I did have that brief moment of, how do I anesthetize this pain? It wasn't like, yeah, I'm going to do a drink or a drug, but it was like, how the hell am I going to anesthetize this pain? And then that thought fled me, and I just dealt with it with God. And I gravitated towards God through that whole process, and it made my sobriety even stronger. So I love this program. I can't say enough about it. And if you don't believe in God, man, it's the greatest relationship you can develop. I mean, it sounds corny and stuff like that, but you can't see, touch, or feel it. But you're living. We are spiritual beings. We are spiritual beings, and we can live in that spiritual realm for brief moments, throughout the day, through meditation and prayer. In our lives, once we let that light in, we start spreading that light. I was just as angry as some of those haters that sending me. I wasn't that bad, but I mean, I was just as angry as some of those people sending me hate messages, telling me, "I'm glad your son is dead," type thing, and it's his own fault type thing. And I don't have that hate in me for anybody or anything. I still have a temper. I can get mad, but I know when I'm feeling like that person is that sent me those messages, like those people are that sent me those messages. I know that when I'm feeling like that, I'm in trouble, man. I'm in a lot of trouble, because who would choose to live their life in that kind of agony? So, you guys have a great New Year, and I am going to also, I'm going to have a great day because it's my choice. I'm not going to allow anything to derail me from my sobriety or from this peaceful place that I'm at right now.